What may seem like protocol has people in this community on edge. I'm AJ Douglas, in Decatur County, explaining why.
Major players, from the South Georgia District Attorney Joe Mulholland to everyday citizens, are watching closely to make sure a series of revenue bonds submitted by the city of Bainbridge are all by the book.
Just to make sure that there's complete transparency and that the bonds are committee used for an appropriate purpose.
Court documents show that in May, the city submitted Series 2025 bonds. A spokesperson from the city of Bainbridge says the recently approved $3.5 million bond is for upgrades to local infrastructure. In a statement that reads in part, quote, "A significant portion of the funding is allocated for upgrades to aging sewer infrastructure in the Calhoun Street area. The telecommunications portion of the bond will support the completion of our fiber to home project." In part quote. Mulholland explains why this request is a little different.
It has been piggy-tailed onto basically the old bonds that we had for Danamere, which is now obviously going through bankruptcy proceedings. And so because of that, I just thought that it would be important to have this additional step.
But the city says, quote, "These revenue bonds have nothing whatsoever to do with Danamere Scientific or the Downrange Industrial Park," in part quote. Despite the vast number of bond validations submitted by the city in the past, people are demanding more transparency in connection to the Series 2025 bonds. Most locals understand the sentiment behind their need to question utility bonds.
Revenue bonds that we've had with the Safer Human Medicine folks, and the city and development authority, I just think it's better to go ahead and take this extra procedure.
Back in 2024, a bond was validated for primate research company Safer Human Medicine. At the time, no motion was filed to intervene to speak against the project. When the DA attempted to appeal this action under the Georgia Court of Appeals, the appeals court ultimately upheld the bond validation, marking a big win for SHM. This time around, Bainbridge neighbor Latoya Green has filed a motion to intervene because she believes she has a stake in how the bonds are used.
The revenue bond validation hearing will be held on June 16th at 9 a.m. In Bainbridge, I'm AJ Douglas for ABC 27.